because this is a lot of the personal footage of Diddy. It shocked a lot of people. And I know, 50, the way you run, this cannot be all that you have. Is there other stuff that you just have not shown? Yeah. So are you coming out? I know next year is going to be a number 2, season 2.
I just put it on YouTube.
I just put it on YouTube.
Listen, in this wild world, you're always gonna run into straight-up villains and real ones. You gotta pick your lane and stick to it. Puffy, Puff Daddy, Diddy, Sean Combs, all those name flips, they're tied to some seriously dark moves that keep piling up. Hold Up Season 2 just got the green light, and this time, 50 Cent is cranking the heat way beyond what Netflix played it safe with in Part 1. I'm locked in this saga, and trust me, I already see how it's ending. The rapper turned mogul has been loud and clear. Sean Diddy Combs' story is far from over, it's barely getting started. Part 1 straight up blew the lid off Hollywood's dirtiest secrets. Wild allegations of abuse, mind games, and iron fist control that had the whole industry shaking. But now, 50's zeroing in on the chapter everyone's been whispering about in the shadows, the one nobody had the guts to touch on first. Yeah, we're talking Kim Porter, the iconic woman whose sudden, heartbreaking death still casts this heavy, unanswered cloud over Diddy's empire. Buckle up, because this reckoning is about to go deeper than ever.
Like the amount of people that actually I'm coming in contact with, like that's what I have to do. You know what I'm saying? Oh. It's like.
If those whispers hold any truth, Sean Combs, the reckoning could end up as the riskiest doc Netflix has ever dropped. Because once you start unearthing dirt that titans of power buried deep for decades, somebody's gonna feel the flames. The 4-part Bombshell didn't just climb the charts, it straight up exploded, yanking back the velvet curtain on Diddy's glittering empire with raw, gut-punching testimonies from ex-collaborators and industry vets, painting a chilling picture of a kingdom built on raw power, intimidation, and enforced silence. Then there's Aubrey O'Day, the fierce talent who shot to fame under Diddy's bad boy wing. She dropped one of the most soul-crushing bombshells, reading out private, explicit emails allegedly with himself, and laying bare how rejecting his demands might have torpedoed her entire career. In a moment that hits like a freight train, O'Day opens up about a haunting possibility. She admits on camera that she truly doesn't know if she was assaulted, confessing, "I don't even know if I was raped, and I don't want to know." Her raw truth didn't come cheap. It carried a heavy price that still echoes today.
Is it cool for a person to date their ex's friends?
Hell no.
Okay,
especially if they ball players.
Just days after Sean Combs, The Reckoning dropped and shattered records on Netflix. Aubrey O'Day hit rock bottom, rushed to the ER, wrecked emotionally and physically from the brutal backlash and the gut-wrenching pain of ripping open those old scars all over again. The series didn't just stun viewers, it detonated like a bomb, dominating headlines, igniting vicious online battles, and forcing everyone to confront the dark secrets lurking behind the glossy doors of bad boy entertainment. But even with all those jaw-dropping exposes, fans were left buzzing with one burning question. Why did it feel like the biggest piece of the puzzle was missing? That one untold story, that one unforgettable woman, that one lingering mystery even 50 Cent held back on. Until now. Enter Kim Porter, stunning model, talented actress, devoted mother of 4, and for over a decade, the absolute heart of Sean Combs' inner circle. On November 15, 2018, she was found unresponsive at Toledo Lake home. The official ruling from the Los Angeles County coroner, lobar pneumonia, a natural cause. She was just 47. Yet from the second the news hit, something felt off to those closest to her. Her ex, R&B legend Al-B Sure, the man who shared a son with her and knew her soul deep, has never bought the story, publicly pushing for answers and hinting at shadows far darker than pneumonia. The whispers won't die, and now, with season 2 looming, this enigma is finally stepping into the spotlight.
Wanted me to be aware of something that she had seen.
Al-B Sure, her ex and the father of her eldest son Quincy, went public with his doubts, straight up declaring he never believed for a second that her death was natural, calling it suspicious and demanding real justice. Insiders close to Kim have whispered for years that she was living in fear toward the end, like she'd uncovered secrets too dangerous to ignore or witness things that haunted her. None of it's ever been proven solid, but those rumors, they've clung on like smoke, refusing to fade no matter how much time passes. Word from outlets like Media Takeout is that producers did float the idea of diving into Kim's story for the first season of The Reckoning, but backed off hard. It was deemed way too volatile, with massive emotional fallout and a minefield of unanswered questions that could have blown everything up prematurely. But fast forward to now, with Diddy facing intense heat from every angle and fresh details bubbling up, sources say 50 Cent is pushing for season 2, if it happens, to zero in on Kim, her incredible life, her complicated love with the mogul, and the chilling mystery shrouding her final days. Because while part 1 laid bare the ruthless power, iron control, and twisted manipulation that built Diddy's empire, the next chapter could finally reveal the heartbreaking human cost of getting too close to him. The shadows are getting longer, and this time, no one's holding back.
You realize the burden that puts on my soul for the past year, the weight of that man and his I will never get up from under.
And for 50 Cent, that raw emotional heartbeat could be the ultimate weapon to unpack the full, unfiltered truth. If you've been riding with 50 for even a minute, you know the man doesn't play games or drop empty threats. When he started teasing that Sean Combs, The Reckoning Part 2 was loading, the whole internet erupted, and his follow-up posts, straight fire, basically confirming it's on the way. In his exact words, correct, 140 hours of footage. I don't understand why he filmed himself, but I'm glad he did. Yup, according to 50, Diddy's own team had cameras rolling non-stop, capturing heated conversations, crisis strategy sessions, even super private moments that were never meant to see daylight. That bombshell trove reportedly includes signs of witness tampering, frantic legal maneuvering, and behavior that could obliterate whatever scraps of defense Diddy has clinging on. Part 1 only teased tiny fragments of it. The rest, nearly 140 hours of raw, unreleased gold, has been locked away, until now. 50's signal is crystal clear. He's nowhere near finished, and this saga, it's got miles to go before it sleeps. The heat's just cranking up. Fans are convinced this hidden vault of footage is the rocket fuel for a potential Sean Combs, The Reckoning Season 2, and if it drops, it won't just pick up the thread. It could straight up torch whatever's left of Diddy's once untouchable legacy.
Aubrey looked out of it and was just lying there.
Look deeper than the trolls, the memes, and 50's signature shade. There's cold, calculated strategy at play here. 50 isn't just dropping a doc, he's crafting an unbreakable public archive, brick by explosive brick. And if he unleashes even a slice of those rumored 140 hours, this won't stay entertainment. It could double as damning evidence that echoes far beyond Netflix. Now things veer into straight-up surreal territory. While rolling on The Reckoning, the team stumbled onto a bombshell nobody saw coming. A massive stash of private footage that insiders say Diddy himself commissioned as he battled to clear his name. It kicked off as a pure ego move. He truly thought he'd walk free, so he allegedly brought in a personal videographer to capture every raw moment of his fight back. Phone calls, high-stakes meetings, unfiltered behind-the-scenes rants, it was all on tape. But as the walls closed in and the case spiraled, the cameras never stopped grinding. What we've got now is a jaw-dropping 140 hours of unpolished chaos, a secret digital diary packed with Diddy's rawest, most exposed seconds. Part 1 only flashed quick snippets to tease the storm, the bulk locked tight, unseen by the world. But 50 Cent isn't holding back his take. In a brutal Instagram drop, he spelled it out, correct, 140 hours of footage. I don't understand why he filmed himself, but I'm glad he did. The people supporting him will be very quiet when more comes out. That post alone sent tremors through the industry. Even TMZ boss Harvey Levin ripped into Diddy for blindsiding his own lawyers by taping those confidential strategy calls, slamming it as one of the dumbest, most reckless plays ever from a celeb staring down the barrel. It's shady that Diddy recorded Mark without telling Mark, knowing this would surface eventually. If those reels pack what 50's hinting at, witness coaching, shadow deals, and leaked legal bombs, then Netflix isn't hoarding a mere doc stash. They're guarding potential courtroom dynamite. That flips the whole game. Drop even a fraction in a follow-up and The Reckoning stops being a series. It becomes trial by viral fire in the unforgiving court of public opinion. You know, it's really going to be hard for me to take more hits than I take. God forbid, get in front of a jury and have a chance.
And then all of a sudden, they rush to do the coroner come in and say, yo, she had a back, she had pneumonia, she died of pneumonia, but nobody did no autopsy or nothing like that. Get out.
The fallout hit like lightning. Days after release, the industry was forced to dust off the darkest 90s hip-hop ghosts. Subtle nods in the doc linking Diddy to Tupac Shakur's murder reignited a raging decades-old inferno that still burns hot today. For years, those murky whispers of a Diddy Crips link to Tupac's murder have haunted hip-hop forums and late-night debates, but never before had a powerhouse Netflix drop dared to nudge the door open like this. The four-part Sean Combs, The Reckoning doesn't flat-out accuse, but it drops heavy breadcrumbs. Unheard audio from Kef D claiming Diddy put a $1 million bounty on Tupac and Suge Knight, plus Bad Boy co-founder Kirk Burroughs straight up saying he now believes Diddy had a lot to do with Pac's death. Enter veteran journalist Touré, the guy who sat down with both Tupac and Biggie back when they were breathing to clap back hard. He didn't cap for Diddy, but he demanded facts over vibes. The evidence doesn't support that Diddy had any role in Tupac's death. The documentary never says it outright, but the implication is dangerous. Instead, Touré aimed straight at Suge Knight, insisting the timelines, witnesses, and hard data all loop back to Death Row's boss, not Bad Boy. But good luck dousing a fire once the internet pours gasoline on it. The online frenzy exploded anyway, pulling in wild side theories and reigniting 90s beefs that never really died. And right in the middle, stoking the blaze higher, 50 Cent, tossing in fresh names like Jay-Z, Ja Rule, and even Roc Nation's Desiree Perez into the mix. When fans started screaming that the whole industry was ganging up to mute him, 50 hit back with that signature untouchable swagger, pure, unfiltered bravado that shut down the noise and dared anyone to step up. The chaos is still raging, and it's only getting louder.
Need to know, do you think that Diddy killed Kim Porter?
Absolutely.
Why?
Because of all the videotapes, because of the book, because of all the people she gave copies of her book to, or at least chapters, because of everything that she had on him.
My momentum got him all scrambling to link up. Lol, the shade's real. This feud didn't just poke old wounds, it straight up ripped him wide open, dragging up buried beefs, forgotten grudges, and leaving the whole culture wondering just how deep 50 Cent's ready to dig.
What was Diddy recording it? Well, Diddy was recording it because he thought he was about to beat the case. So he wanted to do a Netflix documentary. Didn't pay the guy, and then 50 got all 140 hours of footage of secret Diddy tactics.
I've dropped Sean Combs, The Reckoning on Netflix, the four-part bombshell that's already shattered charts, and laid out every explosive receipt on who rolled deep with Diddy back in the day. We've got never-before-seen footage from those wild parties, raw testimonies, and insider bombs that paint the full picture.
Just and not guilty. Like, I want to have a life to be able to live. You know, it's really going to be hard for me to take more hits than I take it.
But you didn't do anything wrong on any front, and you've come to New York to face things head on. If anyone's ever paying any attention to what you've actually been doing, you've handled this.
Bro, then you have to have a spokesman. You have to have some sort of comms to constantly be pushing that, Mom.
Now ain't nobody riding to the rescue for Diddy or the A-listers caught in the crossfire. Jay-Z, Beyonce, Opera, Kim K, they all had their lanes in that orbit, and once you binge the whole thing, the connections hit different.
The dirtiest dirty business of media and propaganda.
It allows them to get a clearer picture, stretch the defense horizontally faster, right? And it also, conversely, makes the defense think a tick longer, which they clear the
She's not front, still a whole lot of crazy.
But here's the fire. 50 ain't backing down from the smoke, he thrives in it. Every viral headline, every desperate threat, every swirling rumor, it's just rocket fuel for whatever's coming next.
A guy named Neil, who was mentioned in the court, works right up under Diddy, was organizing everything. Allegedly, they are saying that he is on video, film, tampering with witnesses, giving out addresses, offering money, bribing, we'll pay for your lawyers, all kind of shit that could be counted as witness tampering, obstruction of justice. And 50, of all people, has his hands on this footage. And I'm hearing that this could implicate Diddy's lawyers in some bullshit. They could be charged. This shit is getting wild.
If you scrolled socials anytime after the reckoning hit on December 2, you saw the absolute mayhem. Fans split down the middle, some in straight denial, others raging, and the rest glued to the screen, obsessed with every twist. The storm's far from over, and it's only getting wilder.
Got y'all thinking that Puff is the man behind Pac getting at the Quad Studios thing? I see a lot of y'all saying, well, Puff was at Quad when Pac got blanked, so nothing. I was covering Pac's trial. I was seeing him every single day through that situation when that Quad situation happened.
For